All right, so we're live. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Um, we were doing social studies, paper one, marathon, crash course, whatever you call it. We can get 60 out of 60 tomorrow, or 55 out of 60. Yeah. So I hope everyone is here hearing me. If you're hearing me, please type in the chat. Let me know if you're hearing me. We want a lively live. We don't do the dead live over here. We want a lively live. For the HSB people, I must apologize. I didn't get a chance to go live for that. I was out of town. So I'm back, I'm rested, and I'm ready to go. No, nothing is on the screen as yet. So you won't be seeing anything. Okay. All right. So we are going to try and run through as much paper as possible. Please to share the live with your friends if you want them to get the help just the same. All right, so let me know if you're seeing the screen and we can get going. All right, so here we are. First question says more husbands are now performing household chores mainly because they, number one, let's go. I remember put the number and the answer in the chat for me, please. Number one. All right, so I'm seeing C. I'm seeing I'm seeing a lot of C's. I'm seeing yes. So C is the answer. So responding to changing roles. Good job. Oh, whoa, whoa. Let me get that right. All right, number two says Maxine Lewis lives with her unmarried brother and father. The union between her parents can best be described as. So number two, let's go. Some pace on it. Number two, let's go. Number two. Yes, number two is C, common law. Not married. Yeah, shack up in a house and not married. Common law. Yes. Number three says Susan is 26 years old. She's married, has two children, and a well paid job. Her husband died in a motor vehicle accident. Soon after his death, Susan and her children went to live with her parents, her brother, and his family. This situation has changed Susan's family structure from what to what? So she was two children and a well paid job. She was married. Number three, she was nuclear to extend it. Please put the number, the question there beside the answer, okay, so I can see it. Good. B is correct. Moving on to four. Which of the following which of the following factors will likely to have had the least influence on Susan's decision to live with her relatives? Least. Number four. Seeing number four, least. I'm seeing B and I'm seeing D. I'm seeing A. Number four, it says least. So number four would be D. Least influence. It says insufficient income to provide for her children. That would be least because here it says Susan has a well paid job. So if she has a well paid job, right? If she has a well paid job, she will move for that reason. Okay? So if she has a well paid job, she won't move because of insufficient income because she's well paid. But the other figure, she would move because there is no father figure, right? Because her husband died. So that would be a factor. That would be a major factor. Assistant to caring for the children would be a major factor. Love and affection would also be a major factor. So the answer would be D. I hope you guys understanding that she's working. So that would be the least factor. So we have to read our question, underline least. Very important there. We move on to family tree. What's the relation of Ravid Brown to Leah Green? So Ravid is here and Leah is here. So Ravid to to Leah. So we draw the line here. What should Leah call Ravid? Let's go. What should Leah call Ravid? Ravid. All right. Uncle. Very good. That's how we work that out. So uncle is correct. Next one says, what relation is Trevor Green to Peter Brown? So we find Trevor Green. Trevor is here and Peter is here. So what's the relation? Trevor Green to Peter Brown. So what should wait, is to Peter? Oh sorry. To Peter. So what should Trevor call Peter? Let's see in the chat there. 6. Trevor Green to Peter. To Peter, you know. So what relation is Trevor to Peter? So what should Peter call Trevor Green? What should so it says, what relation is Trevor Green to Peter? So what should Peter call Trevor? Grandson to Peter. So what should Peter call Trevor? Grandson. Couldn't be grandfather. Yes, I was reading it wrong. Who was Trevor Green to Peter Brown? So it would be grandson. Remember, Trevor Green to Peter Brown. So what should Peter call Trevor? Do we understand that too much, Nisia? That can be tricky sometimes. So what relation is Trevor Green to Peter Brown? So what should Peter call Trevor? All right, moving on. 7. Which of the following are agents of the socialization process? Simple one, this was 7. 7, let's go. Yeah, 7, pretty simple. Peer groups, good. C is correct. 8. Some adolescents challenge the views and attitude of adults. Such a situation is brought by. So when adolescents challenge the views of adults. 8. What is that? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's light up the live now, man. Let's light up the live now, man. Let's get the answers in now, man. Answer them are coming slow. So, adolescents challenge the views and attitude of adults. So young teenagers say old people don't know nothing. Old people not have the knowledge, yeah? When we want to listen to the dancehall artists and the skipper and all of them man they Molly Dan, all of them man, they're old people. I say, no, sir, foolishness that Dennis Brown. It's generational conflict, right? So that is D. Do we understand that? So I will forget that. 9. Research suggests that young people are influenced to use illegal drugs mainly because of. So why young people? Research. According to research, why young people use illegal drugs? Number 9. Young people. Why young people biggest problem? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Peer pressure. Good job. Number 10. Which of the following are items of expenditure for the government? Number 10. Expenditure for the government. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Good job. We're not tarrying today, you know. We're moving fast. Pension is good. Item 11. The citizens of Garden Village are not satisfied with plans to locate a cemetery on land adjacent to the main river in their community. They form a group to make representation to the parish council. The group the citizen farm may be best classified as what type of group? 11. Let's go. 11. Let's go. 11. All right. So all of them is interested in the same thing. So it's interest group. Good job. 14. Which of the following is most likely to undermine the authority of parents in the home? So which one of these undermine the authority of parents in the home? 12. Most likely to undermine the authority of parents in the home. We're at 12. I reach at 13. I'm at 12. All right, 12 is B. Inconsistency in rewarding and punishing children. Right? So children are less likely to respect authority when the rules and consequences are applied inconsistently. Right? So you go out and break the rule today, you get no punishment for it. All right. 13. Which of the following is a characteristic of a strong leader? Let's go. 13. Strong leader. A strong leader is willing to make decisions. Good job. 14. Let's go. Let's speed through. What type of care is associated with the elderly? Describe us. You take care of your older folks. Take care of people like me. And the chat take care of people like me because, you know, we're old. Very old over here, you know, so the chat can send some money to us. Come on. Yes. So geriatric. Good job. 15. Which of the following characteristics must a group possess for it to be considered formal? So we're at 15. 15. 15. Let's go. 15. 15. 15. Send them answers, guys. Send them answers, man. Send them answers. You're not seeing 15? I'm not sure. Everybody is seeing 15. D, all of them. Code of conduct, specific objectives, and membership requirements. All of them. 16. Samuel broke one of the school rules, and the teacher gave him 250 lines to write. This action of the teacher is an example of what? 16. Let's go. 16. Good. 16 would be sanction. Right? Good job. Moving on now to 17. Which of the following best characterizes a primary group? What makes a primary group a primary group? Yeah, primary group is a lot smaller, so therefore it's face-to-face interaction. All right, let's go to 18. Which of the following are not included in the written constitution of a country? So written constitution, which of these is not outlined in the written constitution of a country? Let's go, let's go, let's go. 18. A. Indeed. Method of tax. Good job. 19. Adolescents are most likely to influence each other in a positive way when they, let's go. 19. Positive way when they, all right. Seeing some answers, we're seeing some answers. When they become involved in guidance and counseling activity. Good. 20. Which of the following would not usually be associated with educational institution? So educational institution, which one of these will not be an educational institution? Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go, man. Send us some live now. We have 100 people, Mark. No likes. No likes. 14 likes and 100 people. Come on. Do better, man. We have 100 people and just a few people sending in answers. So what the rest I want to for? Come on, man. Get interactive, man. Get interactive. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 20 is D. That is good. Suppression of freedom. 21. Which of the following is not a role of trade union? Somebody said this is what is happening. That's a conversation for another time. There shouldn't suppression of freedom doesn't mean that you should not follow the law. But that's a discussion for another time, not tonight. All right, so 21 is B, reporting negligent workers to management. That is not a role of trade unions. Good. 22 and 23 refers to the following dialogue. Sita says when Marvin was group leader, he was always ordering us about. Paul, I prefer a group leader who allows members to do as they please. The leadership style of Marvin is what? What is Marvin? 22. Let's go. 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 Marvin is always telling you what to do. So if Marvin is telling you what to do, Marvin is autocratic. Right? Democratic involve the people. Right? So democratic would involve the people of the group. So the leader would ask the people, what do you think about this? What do you think about this decision? What do you think about that decision? So the leader would involve the people for democratic. Right? For 22, Paul's statement indicates that he prefers a leader with what style? So what style Paul prefer? Paul says, I prefer a leader who allows members to do as they please. What is Paul talking about? Paul says he wants a leader to do as they please. So if you do as you please, it is laissez-faire. Laissez-faire. Democratic allows the people to make decisions, not to do as they please, right? Do as they please different from making decisions, right? So basically, democratic. I want the school to sell patties. What do you think? Do you think the school should sell patty? That's democratic. We are asking for your opinion, right? But laissez faire, you do as you please, right? So if you want to sell patty and one wants to sell juice, the leader doesn't really care what you do. So that's two different things, okay? Let's move on. Hope you understand that in the chat. Let's move on to 24. The political party which forms the government in the first past the post system is the party that wins the most what? Is the party that wins the most what? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Seats. Good job. All right. 25, a national budget has a deficit when expenditure is 25. 25, let's go. 25, 25. Let's go. 25, 25. 25. Let's see what's going on for 25. 25, 25, 25. 25. C. So C is correct because of deficit. A deficit occurs when the government spending exceeds what the government is making. So spending is more than what you're making. Spending is more than profit, said C. 26. Which of the following matters is not normally dealt with by family courts in the Caribbean? So this family court don't deal with 26. Let's go. 26. 26. 26. Yes. Probate of wills. Good job. Wills. 26. Did somebody say D for 26? That's part of it. Alimony is where you pay money where you pay when you're getting divorced. Let's go. 27. In CARICOM countries, citizens have the right to vote. This is called what? 27. Let's go. Right to vote. Right to vote. 27. Let's go. Right to vote. The right to vote. The right to vote is universal adult suffrage. Good job. Let's go. Let's go. 28. A political campaign is a method used by parties to do what? 28. When you have a political campaign, what's the purpose of a political campaign? Purpose of a political campaign is to encourage people to vote. B. Good job, guys. Good job. Moving on now to 29. Which of the following sequences outlines the order which a bill proceeds to become a law in most Caribbean countries? Let's go. 29. 29. Let's go. 29. 29. So a bill is usually passed by the lower house, then to the upper house, and then it's received. Then the governor general or the president would receive it afterwards. So that would be C. 30. Which of the following countries is a proportional representation practice? Right? Proportional representation practice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Is there any Guyanese on this live? Is there any Guyanese? Any Guyanese here? Any Guyanese? No Guyanese here? Oh man, no Barbados. Who is from Barbados? Nobody from Barbados? Hmm. So Guyanese is here? All right, that question is very unfair to Destiny because you know that is Guyana use proportional representation. Yes. All right. 31. A lack of sufficient resources to support the demands of a nation's population is known as what? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Big up Barbados. Let's go. Big up the Trinidad. TNT. 31. 31. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 31. B. Good job. 32 says infant mortality refers to the death of what? Easy. This is too easy. This is too easy, guys. Jamaica. Bless up. Too easy. Too easy. 32 easy, man. We don't spend a long time. Remember, infant mortality is under the age of children under 1 that die. Yeah? Specifically. So death of babies before reaching their first birthday is what that is. So please make sure you don't mix up that and newborn, okay? All right. This is a nice little chart here. So which of the following is most likely reason for the decrease in population in 25 to 49 age group? Where is that? 25 to 45 age group. Okay, so why is there a decline in population there for 33? Let's go. St. Vincent. Right up, right up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What's the answer? B. The answer is B, because age 25 to 49 represents working adults. So that means it's caused by people leaving the country in search of better job opportunities. So that would be B. Moving on to 34. The number of males too young to be included in the productive sector is approximately how much? So we'll have to work that. But someone on Swati already. So under the age of 15, that will be here. So you'll have to count this 200. So that would be 200, 300, 800, 900, and then you add them. So 2 plus 3 plus 8 plus 9 will give you C. Wait, C? Yes, C. Will give you 2200. So the closest one there will be 2250. Do we understand that? All right, so the body seems to understand that. We're moving on. This is kind of blurry. This refers to the table which shows the population figure of 4 countries. So this is 100. And this is 750. All right. Which country has the lowest population density? Density. So density, how do you work density? Somebody can tell me work density? So area population. How do you work density? We just guess. So we don't know work density. Density is population divide by area. So you divide population by year, right? So when you divide, the one that has the lowest number would be the answer. So if you divide 100 by 150, 100 by 150 would give you 1500, and 750 divided by what is this, 70, would give you 100 and something. Somebody can work out that. And 300 into, is this 300 or 500? Well, anyway, the lowest one will be 25 into 150, because that will give you 6. None of them can lower than 6. For people saying they don't understand this one, it says the number of males too young to be included in the productive sector is approximately how much? So you're going to count. So for under 15, this is 7. So age age 10 to 14 is 7. From 9 to from 5 to 9 is 8. So you plus them as you go along, is 8. From 1 to 4 is 5. And then this is below that, so that would be, what is 2 point something? This is 2 point something. But we can just say 2. Let's use 2. Let's use the lowest number. So that would be 5, 7, 8, 5, that. And then you add up all of these. So 7 and 8 is how much? 7 and 8 is 15. And then 15 and 5 is 20. And then plus 2 is 22. I mean by 100. So it will be 2200. So then now you do the estimation now and see which one is close to 22, and it's C. So I hope that clear that up for you guys. And this is D. It says the term labor force is best defined as all persons who are labor force. You don't need calculator for that, guys. Everything they last is common sense. So for labor force, it's best defined as what? Yeah, I know this one is a little challenging, but it is. Samuel, if you don't know that question, then you're salt, D is correct. If you know the answer to that, you're salt. 37. Which of the following best explains why birth rates have been falling in some Caribbean countries? 37. Let's go. Yes, family planning is now encouraged in several countries. B is correct. 38. Which of the following best describes a census? What is a census? Let's go. What is a census? Census. 38. Census. Let's go. Let's put the number beside the answer, guy. I don't know when you're switching, You're just sending me letters. I don't know what is, I don't know. 38 is D. Yes. 39. Which of the following contribute directly to a fall in the infant mortality rate? So improve nutrition, vaccination against disease and development of high-income houses directly fall. 39. 39 is A. Right? Development of housing, it does contribute, but not enough to be accepted here. 40. Which of the following is most likely to result from rising levels of unemployment in a country? 40. 40. Let's go. 40. 40. Let's go for 40. Let's go for 40. 40 is increased desire to immigrate. Indeed. 41 says healthy individuals are beneficial to a country's development because they are more likely to. Let's go. These are easy, guys. 41, 41, 41. Because they are able to be productive and effective workers. 42. Which of the following situations is likely to result from an increase in immigration rate in a country? 42. Who is that? No disrespectful comments here. We don't do that. Any at all. Okay, I will not accept that any at all. All right. This is a space for learning, so we take you off the live, sir. You can watch but not participate. That's why some of you guys can't be better in society. Not have any manners. There's a time and place for everything. All right, so this will be overpopulation. Right, so increase in the immigration rate in a country will lead to overpopulation. And Trinidad and Tobago experienced that all the while with Venezuela. All right, next one is 43. An example of intra-regional migration is the movement of people from. So intra-regional. Let's go. 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 43. Intra-regional. So intra-regional, that means inside the Caribbean. So it would be Caribbean to Caribbean. And this is St. Lucia to Grenada, Caribbean to Caribbean, okay? 44. Most Caribbean countries remains producers of primary products mainly because. You guys are so interested in what paper it is rather than just the knowledge. No misses here. Bad boss. If you think a woman voice is this rough, sir, why rough? What's the interest in the paper though? Like what year? Like the year not gonna help you, it's just the information. All right, so 44. 44 says most Caribbean countries remain producers of primary products because they lack the means to process their resources, so they don't have the equipment to do so. Okay. Next one. 45. Which of the following is the most appropriate order of tasks for a job seeker? Okay, sing. 45. 45. So 45 is which are following is the most appropriate order. So you collect the information on the vacancy, definitely. So this would be one. And then assess whether you qualify. Okay. So you write the application for a desired job. So you assess to see if you qualify or not, which is two. And then you write the application afterwards, which is three. So this would be B. Okay? Nice. 46. The concept of push and pull are associated with what? Push and pull are associated with what? 46. 46. Push and pull. So push and pull, A, good job. Migration of people. All right, next one. Refers to this little man here. Say no work, low wages, I will work and live better in the town. Which of the following may result if many people do what the young man in the picture is doing? So if many people decide to do what a young man do, what will be happening there? Seeing some people say A, which it says rapid growth of cities and the brain drain experienced by many developing countries. 47 is not A. Brain drain means you leave your country. He's not leaving his country. He's not leaving his country, you know. He's moving to the city. He's not leaving his country, so that can be brain drain. Brain drain is when he's leaving his country to another country. That is brain drain. So it can't be A. It has to be B. It has to be anything that doesn't have two in it. So it will be B. Brain drain is inside. Is when you move outside of a country, not within the same country. So it's just moving to the city. Okay? 48. Definitely. 48. Which of the following CARICOM groups is made up of prime ministers, executive presidents, or chief ministers? Definitely skeleton, no problem. The black thing's supposed to be my face, but I don't have a face. 48. 48 is C, which is the heads of government conference. 49 says, which of the following is the most important aim of the trading arrangements within CARICOM? Trading arrangements within CARICOM, most important. And that would be A. Good job. To promote economic development in the region. All right, 50. Which of the following show the progression of the Caribbean integration movement? Next paper, we're going to move extremely fast, guys. Now, the first paper, a little bit slow. But as soon as you see the repeats, you're going to move fast. We're going to move into the fast section. All right, so we're going to have the Federation first, which is the West Indies Federation, which was developed in 1958 to 1962. Then CARIFTA from 1968, and then CARICOM in 1973. So ensure that you know those dates, because they will normally ask them. So for the Federation, is 1958 to 62. For CARIFTA, it's 1968, and for CARICOM, it's 1973. That's when it started. So ensure that you know those dates, just in case. All right, 51 says, if a CARICOM country imposes restriction on CARICOM products, which of the following provision is being violated? (51) A. Liberalization of trade. The CARICOM promote free movement of goods among member states. Yeah. All right. 52. Between 1958 and 1962, the Caribbean governments made an attempt to unify the region by, see, I told you that they asked the years, guys. You have to know the years. They didn't even see that one. They formed the West Indies Federation. So you have to know the year. All right. Next one says, which of the following organization is most likely to be the first to respond in the events of disaster? And for 53, that is the CDEMA. And we need to know what that means, because we need to SWOT everything. So it's the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency. That's the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency. Okay? So make sure you know what that means. Next one says 54. Which of the following is based on exploiting non-renewable resources? Non-renewable natural resources, sorry. Exploiting, let's go. 54. Exploiting. So, C, because bauxite is a mineral resource that cannot be replaced once extracted. 55 refers to the table, which show population figures of country X in 2022. So number of birth, number of death, number of immigrants, number of emigrants. The natural increase in the population for country X in 2022. So you have to know how to work natural increase, and that is births. So birth minus death. That's how you work natural increase. Birth minus death. So you have to take this number and minus it from this number, and you get this number. Okay? So I will never understand, ensure that, well, I just did that. I just explained that, Jamsey. So birth minus death. So you take the number of births and you subtract it from the number, or you take the number of death and you subtract it from the number of birth. And 15,000 from 30,000 give you 15,000. Okay? Moving on. Renewable resources may provide energy in the Caribbean for years to come. One example of renewable physical resource is what? Easy stuff. Easy stuff, guys. Let's go. Everybody know this. The dog, the puss, the rat, and the cat know that. So we're moving on. Which of the following problems are usually associated with rapid urban growth in developing countries? Let's go. 57. So 57 is A because rapid growth usually leads to unemployment and housing shortage, and cities typically experience too many vehicles. That's not a shortage. Cities normally have a lot of vehicles. If you got a town, you're going to see more vehicles in the town than in the country. So 57 has to be A. Okay, so this is out of it because there's a lot of vehicle in urban, and urban means town. All right, 15.8. Individual countries in the region are too small to make their presence felt on the world stage. Implied in this statement is the need for individual countries to do what? Let's go for 58. 230 people here. 224. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna get 224 ones. Let's go. So actually C. So 58 is C. Are we at 58? Yes. So Caribbean countries have a stronger international voice if they work together, and that's by harmonizing foreign policies. 59 says, which of the following actions may hinder integration in the Caribbean? So, what may hinder integration in the Caribbean? What can stop integration in the Caribbean? Uh, explain how. Explain how I did. I did. I said that when Caribbean countries harmonize, mean they work together. So if they work together, they can have a stronger international voice. So they can say, all right, then everybody in the Caribbean have the same foreign policy. So if we are charge $1,000 for let's say sodas, every Caribbean country charge the same thing. Okay. 59 is B. Restriction and intra regional trade, because trade restrictions make it harder for member states to integrate economically. And 60, which of the following would play an important part in a government effort to increase consumption of locally produced food? And that is A, increasing subsidies to farmers. So, not bad. We completed this in not bad time. Not bad time at all. For the resources after the live, you can join our WhatsApp group if you're not a part of it. Let me see if I can get the link for you guys. Uh, Let me see if I can get the link. If you're not a part of the group as yet. It could not be me you're talking to. Then go and study your OA, sir. As a matter of fact, bye bye. It could not be me you're talking to. Me not stop you from study your OA. You go. Anybody feel like say? Anybody feel like say? Then tough. Just say what you need to say and I'll remove you. Anyway, I'm not paying that any mind. Moving on. Moving on. You chat foolishness, you get a go. Alright, so this is the link. Alright, so join the group. I'm so glad that this thing has a remove feature. I actually love it. I can even add hate speech and ban the whole channel. Alright, so let's go. Moving on. Let me responsible for him OA. I'm not responsible for your OA youth. Go and go study your OA. I would tell you say you have to wait till the last minute to prepare for two exams. Who would tell him to go prepare? Last minute. Female exam. Alright, so join the group, guys, and you can get the paper afterwards, okay? Alright, number one. This is 2025. So which of the following are agents of a socialization process? You see that already? That is C. Why is this thing C? Two, Maxine Lewis lives with her unmarried. We see that already. So let's go, guys. When we see it already, we're gonna speed it up now, okay? Sorry, let me fix something on this before. All right, so yes, moving on. So it's already C. Then three. Which of the following will most likely undermine the authority of parents in the home? And we see that already as well, but we have to read it, guys. So being inconsistent in awarding, so that would be B. All right, four. In the Caribbean, fathers have accepted more responsibility for child rearing because of the four. What we have for four? Okay. So before we even continue, let's see what's going on here. Okay. So if you switch, you can just block you again. Not a problem. Find a next account now. Go and build a next account. Okay. No, that's started. Let's go. Number 4D. Number 5. The type of care associated with elderly. Let's go, guys. Quick and fast. Number 5. We're not seeing number 5. Number 5. What's going on? Okay, sorry. All right, good. I'm seeing it, guys, now. I wasn't seeing the response. A is correct. Good job. Number 6. Employment and hard economic conditions have forced both parents in some Caribbean families to migrate, leaving an elder son or daughter to care for younger brothers and sisters. Which of the following problem is the least likely to affect the younger brother and sister? All right, so let's read it properly, guys. Man saying switch him account for answer me. You could have switched your account 20 million times. It's the mind of a small minded person. So I'll just block you 600 times. That's what me import. This man have OA for go study for you know, and he have time for go switch account. For him go swat 2 past paper. My God. All the best on your OA, sir. Because I know you're watching. You might switch another account to watch again, sir. So all the best on your OA paper. Let's go. 7. Let's go. 7. 7 is where we're at. Let's go. 7. Says which of the following would most likely result from a woman working outside the home? All right, so we're seeing decline in social values, improved standard of living, higher self-esteem. So it would be C, right? Would most likely to affect women. So improved standard of living and higher self-esteem of women, not decline in social values. So that would be C. 8. Which of the following types of household in the Caribbean is most closely associated with ancestors who came from India? Let's go for number 8. Number 8, number 8, number 8, number 8. India extended. Good. Where's wrong with number 6? Yes, number 6 is wrong. Where number 6 is wrong? All right, let's go across, guy. Number 12. Can we come back up and go back up? Number 12. Let's do number 12. What do you disagree with? Which question do you disagree with? So primary group is face-to-face interaction. Number 9. Paul is the captain of his high school chess club. At meetings, he allows members to make whatever decision they want. Number 9. So it's laissez-faire. Good job. 13. Which of the following matters is not normally dealt with by family courts in the Caribbean? We saw that already. Let's go. 13. 13. 13. All right. C. 10. Members of a formal group are more easily identified than those of an informal group because 10, 10, 10. Let's go. 10 is C because they like to wear uniform. Good. 14. One main duty of the Speaker of the House of Representatives is to and the Speaker of the House in Jamaica, that's Andrew's wife. So the Speaker of the House doesn't make speeches. She regulates the debates. Right, so for 14 is A. She regulates the House debates, or he regulates the debate, doesn't make any speeches. Okay, for 15, which of the following is not a role of trade unions? 15. Please to put the number beside your answers, guys, so we can follow. I can follow. 15. Yes, reporting negligent workers to management. Good. For 11, which of the following qualities are characteristics of a strong leader? 11. Let's go. A strong leader. A strong leader is B. Strong leader is able to make decisions and does not tolerate disorder. Right? A strong leader. 16. Let's go in 16. So in our CARICOM countries, that is just YouTube, guys. That has nothing to do with me. Okay? 11A and B are the same. This is the second paper we're going over. We're trying to do as much as possible. 16, I'm seeing you guys are saying B. What are you saying? I'm seeing so many different answers. 16 is C. 16 is B. Okay. 16 is C. Okay. C. Because constitutional rights are protected by law and cannot be removed. All right, 19. Let's go for 19. 19, 19. I'm going to pin the group so you can just join. 19, C. 20. The plan proposed by political parties for managing a country is published in a document called what? 20. 20 is B in the manifesto. All right. 21. The Constitution of Commonwealth Caribbean countries guarantees citizens freedom of conscience, expression, assembly, and movement. These freedoms are usually referred to as what? 21. 21. 21. Freedom to do, to talk, and to say what you need to say. It is B. 17. Into which of the following types of group would example IV? Party members at a political meeting. And last year, this one was a big debate. Let's see what you guys say for 17. This is a big debate last year. So if you have watched my papers, you'd have seen that debate. Now, let me ask you this question. I'm just going to ask you this question for 17, okay? For 17, for you to join a political party, is it mandated for you to join? Is it mandated for you to join a second? Is it mandated for you to join a political party for 17? Because that's what you're saying. If you choose D, when secondary groups are like jobs, work. So if you join a political party, they don't see each other often. That's why. So that's the only reason why. A secondary party is a formal, goal-oriented, and members may not know each other. Right? That's true. Interaction is temporary, but would you? The main thing in it is that would you have to? Is membership voluntary? Is the membership of? Can't you decide to move from one party to another? C is the answer. It's voluntary. It's voluntary. Political party cannot be something that's secondary. It's voluntary. All right? Every year this cause a debate. Yes, I remember. I remember. B. All right? Political party cannot be secondary, guys. You choose to be at a political meeting, you know. If PMP is having a meeting if a political party is having a meeting, do you have to go? That's the question. Do I get paid? No, I don't get paid for this. This is my give back to the society. Right? So voluntary is the answer there. 18. Which of the gatherings would most likely be classified as a peer group? Peer group. Peer group is A. For all the people that say secondary, you can have the discussion in the WhatsApp group. We're going to move on. For secondary, you don't have a choice. If you have to go to work, you have to go to work. If you have to go to school, you have to go to school. It is a professional setting. Secondary is professional. Secondary is professional. Secondary group is a group of people who interact for a specific purpose and goal, and with relationship are formal. Right? A political party is not formal. You don't go to a political party in a suit and all of that. A political party, you go and you wear anything you want to wear. You wear cut off jeans, you wear shorts, you wear that. So that cannot be secondary. Secondary is a formal setting. A political party cannot be a formal setting. All right, 20, where are we? 22 refers to the following list of ancestors. Which of the following options correctly identify the order and ancestors of the Caribbean arrived in the region? Let's go for 22. So 22, 22, we have the Amerindians, we have the Europeans, and then we have the Africans, and then they have the East Indians. So that would be A. 26. Which of the following sequence outline the order which are Bill? So we saw that already for 26. So let's go quickly on 26. 26, 26, 26. 26 is A. All right. 23. Democratic control and open membership are features of what? All the POB people. Ready for that? Democratic control and openship member. It is 23, 23, 23. Openship member is D, which is your 23. Yes, because I stick with my answers. I don't look at other channels, sir. I stick with my reasoning and what I was taught. All right, so 23 is D. 27. Caribbean governments have improved the rights of children born out of wedlocks by. I mean, if you want to put secondary in it, it's your choice. But just remember that secondary is a formal institution. You have to wear you have to wear uniform. Yeah, it's governed by rules and policies. At political party, anything play, any song play, any behavior is accepted. 27C. Passing laws to allow them to qualify for inheritance. All right then. 24. Let's go. 24, 24. 24, 24, 24. 24, 24, 24, 24. Well, if you watch political parties, some of them actually naked. There's a little bit of clothes that some of the ladies have on. So 24 is C, constitutional monarchy, head of state. 28, 28, 28, 28, 28. That's not a uniform. Color is not a uniform. Symbol is not a uniform. And we're talking about the members. We're not talking about Andrew Wellness and these people. We're talking about the members, like me, all the citizens, the people. They're not required to dress a specific way. 28 is D. 25. 25, 25, 25. 25, 25, 25, 25. No, I'm just explaining because it's a because I can understand why that answer. Once it's a healthy discussion, I'll have it. Which of the following are items expenditure for government? 29, 29. So you guys read through. Based on my expertise, if you're going to a party, you're not required to dress one way. You're not required to dress in a particular way. Anyway, you go, come and say you go. 30. Remember, multiple choice, is what is the most correct answer. Yeah? 31. Saw that already. So let's get that quick out the way. And we saw this already. It is B for 32. So we move on. Oh, for the people who never there, it's immigration. If you're 25 to 49 and the number of males are too young to be included, we're going to count from here, here, and here, and here. And then you get 22. And then you just choose 22 to 2050. 33. 33. 33 is D. 34. 34, 34, moving, 34, 34, 34, C, 35, 35, 35, 35, D, all right, 36, 36, C, because we can see where the female is the highest right here. It should be mid-70s. Remember we said with the natural increase again. That's death minus birth, 37. Death minus birth, so 32,000 minus 14,000 gives you 18,000. So that's A. 40. Saw 40 already. Let's go for 40. Let's go for 40. Let's go for 40. The group is in the link to the group is in the chat pinned. 40. A. 41. At 41, persons will be considered unemployed if they 41, 41, 41, 41, 41, 41. Says person will be considered unemployed if they are between. So if you're studying full time at an institution of higher learning, you're unemployed. Uh, I'm seeing C. I'm seeing C and D. That's another debate. So if you are at college, would you consider to be unemployed? Your occupation would be a student. When you sign your form, your occupation would be a student. So technically, you're not considered to be unemployed. Yeah, that's how it works. So even though when you're at school, you're technically not employed. The law don't see it like that. The law see you as a student. So if you should write any form, your occupation would be student. So that means the answer would be D. Between the age of 16 and 55 and actively looking for work. Okay? That's the best answer right there. 38. 38. Now we see 38 a lot, which is D. All right. 39. 39, 39. Moving speedy. 39 is D. Okay, 42. That's 42. 42, 42. 42. 42, 42. Which of the following measures will assist Caribbean countries in developing self-sufficient economies? Everything. Everything right there. If you develop the local agriculture sector, invest in local industry rather than foreign ones, issuing import license or goods. All of them. 43. POB students who love this. 43. 43, 43. Come guys, let's type. Let's go. 43. 43. Lockout. Good. 44. It's 44, 44, 44. Marine life. 44 is a renewable resource. 45. 45, 45. 45, 45. 45, 45. 45 is A, pull factor. 46. 46, 46. 46. 46 is D. You're bringing machines, it's technology. Technological. The technological reasons why they are not working. Okay, which of the following statements is true about information presented in the pie chart? The mining sector earns more than the manufacturing sector. Yes, definitely. D. You can see here bauxite, right? And the manufacturing sector is very small there. Moving on, 48. 48, 48. 48, let's go. 48, 48. 48 is B. Yes. 51, 51, 51. 51, 51, 51. 51, 51. 51, guys. 51. Let's go. 51, 51, 51, 51, 51. Which of the following strategies would play an important part in a government's effort to increase consumption, increase the price on imported food? So if you want people to eat locally, you increase the price for the food they buy. Let's be. Yeah. Moving on. Which of the following functions, 49, does the Caribbean Court of Justice perform? 49. Acts as the appeal court. That's what somebody says. 49. Is it arbitrates disputes relating to the revised Treaty of Chagaramos? So it's D. 52. 52, 52, 52. Saw that already? Yeah, 52 is A, to promote economic development in the region. 50. 50. Oh, 50 is what we see already all the time. 50 is B, sunlight. 53. Highest authority of CARICOM. 53, 53, 53, 53. 53. Yes, yes. Highest authority. Yes, a Caribbean history. Yes, we do have a class for that. 50C. The Conference of Heads of Government is the highest authority in CARICOM. All right. 54. 54, 54. The following organization of CARICOM responsible for overseeing operation of the CSME. 54. 54. Seeing a lot of C's and D's. Seeing some contradicting answers. We're seeing C and we're seeing D for 54. 54 is D. Council of Trade and Economic Development. They are the ones that oversee the they are called COTID, that is the Council for Trade and Economic Development. Okay. 55. 54 is D. 55. 55, 55. 55. We do 55 already, guys. Come on. We did 55 already. 55 is D. We did that already, man. 57. 57, 57, 57. CARICOM countries need to pool their skilled human resources. The most likely result of such action would be 57 is B. Yeah? Reduction in the need for foreign experts, sorry. Yeah. Pooling their resources. You don't need foreign experts if you pool your resources. 56. 56. 56. So 56 already. Easy stuff. Liberation of trade. 58. The following institution is the main reason for the trade conflicts which sometimes arise among CARICOM countries. 58 has to be the competitive market when several countries market identical products. 59. Let's go for 59. 59, 59, 59, 59, 59. Economic integration as part of CARICOM main objectives aims to accelerate development in CARICOM countries. That would be D. And 60, which are following results, is least likely from industrial development in the Caribbean. Is least. And that's 60, 60, 60, 60 is C, increasing unemployment. All right, good. All right, so let's move to one. Let's go with question one. Explain. What should I explain? What should I explain? 54. Explain it. I don't know. Explain it. It's just a fact. The Council of Trade and Economic Development is the CARICOM organization responsible for promoting trade and economic development and overseeing the operations of the CSME. It's an organization. It's an arm of CARICOM. It's just facts. Six on the last paper was wrong. Six. Okay, let's look at six. Okay, so unemployment and hard economic conditions have forced both parents in some Caribbean families to migrate, leaving an elder son or daughter to care for the younger brother and sister. Which of the following problems is least likely to affect the brother or sister? Low achievement in school, least likely to affect. How is it wrong? It can't be wrong. Says least likely. The absence of parents can lead to poor supervision, lack of adult guidance, and lower school performance. All right, so we clear up that now. One, this is 2023, by the way. for all the people who love to ask what paper is that. 2023. So we do 2025, the 2024, in 2023. Is this 2023? Yeah. All right. Ready now? Let's do one again. So one is B, one is A, one is B. In which I find family types are cultural traditions passed from older members to the children most easily. Can be A. It's B, extended. Remember, I said nuclear is just mother, father, child. Extended would have grandparents and all these people, great grandparents, etc. Five, five, five. All right, five is see that enough time. Two, two, two. I've been reading questions all night. Sometimes I have to take a break. And plus, I had classes today, so I've been reading all day and been talking all day. All right, so for two, the answer is C. Yes. Six, type of care associated with the elderly. Say six only per time. Let's speed off six quick now. Send off six now. Send off six now. All right, so we send off six geriatric. Three. Which of the following action is least likely to be a concern of adolescents in the family? I'm not sure if time would allow, but we'll see how it goes. Three. So least concern of adolescents. You don't expect teenagers to support the family with money. So that is B. Seven. Seven, which are following is the least likely effect on family life due to drug abuse by one or both parents. Seven. So it's least likely. Least. Let's read the least, guys. B. Um, Four. In the Caribbean, fathers have accepted more responsibility for child rearing mainly because we saw that somewhere already. Yeah, but I'm not doing OA tonight. So if you have OA, you have to go, you know, beat the one there by yourself. Four, number four. And the number four yet. The number four yet. Okay, number four is D. Yeah. Number eight. Number eight. Which of the following features best characterize primary group? You see number eight, wall heap, guys. Come on. You've been seeing number eight a lot. Number eight is C. Paul is the captain of this chess club. He allows the members to do what they want. So that would be what? Nine. Nine would be laissez faire. 10. Some adolescents challenge the views. See that already? Number 10. Number 10, number 10, number 10, number 10. Number 10 is. Guys, we are slow tonight, man. Number 10. Expect couldn't fair. Run up fast. 14, 14. 14. 14, 14. Political party which forms the government first past the poll, most likely. 14. 14, seeing some 14B, which is seats. 11. 11. 11, 11, 11. Strong leader, so that already enough time. All the people were sending the letter alone. I don't know which question they're answering, you know. So, you know. So 11 is B. 15. Let's go. 15, 15, 15. 15, 15. Alright, 15 is D. Quicker remove, you know. So which I'm following is the concern is the least likely to lead to protests by trade unions. Okay. Let's move to 16. 16. 16, 16. 16. 16. Oh, hold on. Let me read back 15. Let me see if I'm moving fast. Okay. So 15 says, which of the following concerns the least likely to lead to protests by trade union? So inadequate funds for workers, lease, inadequate benefits for workers, unhealthy working environment, expensive housing for managers, more opportunity for promotion. It's D. Trade unions protest about issues that negatively affect workers, such as poor benefits, unsafe working condition, or unfair treatment. More opportunities for promotion is a positive development for workers. So it's not going to cause a protest, it's least. So if you're giving people more opportunities to get better jobs, why would they protest for that? You would protest if you're getting a better job? If you are getting more pay, would you protest for that? You can't protest for that. Trade unions is for negative things. Trade unions are negative things. It can't be C. You are only saying C because there's another question like this somewhere, and the answer is expensive housing for managers, but these options are different question. They said lease. The manager is not a private issue. The manager works within the company. So if the manager should get um whatever housing, they can go to the trade unions for it. Some managers can get better housing. It is not the best answer. In another context, it would be expensive housing, but more opportunities for promotion is a positive thing. Guys, you have to understand. You have to understand and reason it out, guys. Right? You have to reason it out. It says, which of the following concern is least likely to lead to protest? So if you are getting more opportunities for promotion, would you protest for that? I'm just asking you. So if somebody say you are getting $100 for pay and somebody want to promote you for a manager to give you $1,000, you're gonna protest for that? You guys are just watching the past papers and not understanding what's going on. How can you protest if you are getting more money? You would go to the trade union and say, listen to my boss, I am getting more money, I don't like it. I'm going to protest. I am protesting because I'm getting more money to be richer. You're just swatting questions and not understanding. You have to understand. Why would you go? The manager said to you, say, listen to me, you are going to get $600,000 richer every month. And you say, no, manager, me no want that. Protest. We no want no money. We no want no money. We no want no money. 16, let's go. You can't protest against something good, guys. 16. Did you answer 16 already? $16 is C. Yes, see that already. 12. 12 is D, all of them. 13. Which following matter is not normally dealt with in family court. We go through that already. 13, 13, 13. So 13 is C and 17 is A. Guyana. Samuel broke one of the rules. Teacher give him lines. So that already. 18, 18, 18. 18 sanction D. 22, which Caribbean countries were kings of England, so that already. 22, 22, 22. Constitutional monarchy is correct. 19, large number of persons in the shortest possible time. 19, 19, 19. 19 seeing C, good. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. First correct answer I see in a 20, 20. 20 me there now, one a day. 20. A 20 me there now. I know me can't say a 20. Good gracious. 20B. 23. So 23, 23. I'm not talking about 16 again. If you think that if you should get promotion, if you should get a promotion and you think it's a bad thing and you should go and protest, go ahead and protest. Okay. All right, 23 is D. If you think that getting a raise is a bad thing and you should go and protest, okay. 24. $16. What is wrong with 16? Come on, 16. 16 is dead, man. 16 is correct. We explained it already. That's not enough past paper, guys. Come on. 21 we're at now. 21, 21, 21. 21. Listen, guys, every year I get 100% pass the social studies, you know. This is not a no thing. Social studies is one of the topic that I did. With the social studies in my sleep, guys. So while I'll take argument, social study, unless I drop asleep, I'm tired. I'm probably doing no foolishness. 25, 25, 25. Let's go. Which are the following items of expenditure? Do that already. Do that already. 25, 25. Pension. Yes. Moving on. 26. National budget as a deficit. See that already, guys. See that already. And the man them so slow. 26. C. Yes. 30. 30. A. Okay. 27. 27. Somebody said 30 is C. No man, 30 is A. 27 is C, passing law. So Caribbean governments have improved rights of children born out of wedlocks by passing law allowing them to qualify for inheritance. 31. All right, I think I'm going to start go straight back down because everybody are confused, everybody. You guys are not putting the answers beside the questions and it's getting confusing for the people who want to learn and everybody swat out, you know. I want to have to respect everybody. So the sugar industry is a Caribbean country, employs a large number of workers during the month of February to May. So this is seasonal. So we're gonna go back down to just straight down. 28. When we're doing the what live we do? The IT live. But this live is so mixed up, guys. Seeing people answer 12. It passes a long time. 28. The first English speaking Caribbean, in this English speaking Caribbean, the first court which hears criminal offenses are usually D. 29. The constitutions of Commonwealth Caribbean countries guarantee citizens freedom of conscience, expression, assembly, and movement. These freedom are usually referred to as, we said already, 29. D, human rights. 32 is where we're at. Looks so. Yes, a country's rate of natural a country's rate of natural population increase will be greater when 32 32 is A, when the birth rate is higher than the death rate. 33. Which of the following situations are most likely to result in a country where there is high employment rate? So greater demand of goods and service, improvement of quality, and upsurge in criminal activity in a country. Okay, 33 is A. Good. Can't have criminal activity when there is employment rate on the books, that is. 34. Fish, bauxite, and sand are best classified as 34. They are all resources. Good. 35. An example of intra-regional migration that's within the Caribbean. Caribbean to Caribbean. 35. That's Trinidad to St. Lucia. 36. The concept of push and pull has to do with what? That's migration. A. 37. Which of the following factors will discourage immigration? 37. 37. So discourage immigration. Immigration are when people move from one country to another, you know. So what would discourage immigration? When you have good paid job in your country. So if you're paid well, you're not going to move. So it would be C. 38. Which of the following situations is likely to result from an increase in the immigration rate of a country? And we see that already. 38 is B, overpopulation. 39. Which of the following is most likely to result from rising levels of unemployment? That is 39. And that would be the increase immigration. Good. 40. See that we still have to see 40 now. So shortage of motor vehicles. So which are following condition are problems usually associated with rapid urban growth. So that would be A. 41. Which are following three phases best described as census. And we see 41 a lot. 41. Counting of population. D. Which of the following condition does not contribute to unemployment? Again, simple stuff. 42. C, 42. Yes, increasing exports does not contribute to unemployment. 43. Which are following action may be taken by employer against workers during industrial dispute? And 43 is C, lockout. 44. Which are following comments is true about marine life in the Caribbean? 44. Let's go. It's a renewable resource. 45 refers to the following graph, which shows life expectancy of female from 1950 to 2010. Which are the following conclusion can be drawn about the graph? So let you see the graph and tell me what conclusion can you draw from that. For the 5, yes, a woman born in 1990 were more likely to live past 60 than those who were born in 1970. 1990, it keep rising. Okay, so that's why. 46, which are the following groups of resources can be classified as renewable? Now let you see this better. 46, let's go guys. 46 is A. 47, we see this already. But let's see if it's the same question. Which I find statement is true about the information presented in the pie chart. And it's the same. So 47 is D. 48 and 49, according to the table above, country X as. So according to that table, what does country X have? You'll have to do a little counting there. Little addition and subtraction there. Let me see what you have. 48. So 48 is a young population, yes. Because we see here, this and this, 60 people, 60,000 people, and it can't be more than the rest. So we move. 49, the age range just makes up the largest group in X. Think that is largest group. Easy. B, yes, 50. Which are following actions may help the government of Caribbean country to achieve sustainable development for its people? Let's go for 50. So 50 is D, managing the use of its natural and physical resources. Yes. All right. 51. Which are following strategies would play an important part in the government's effort to increase consumption of locally produced foods? And we see that somewhere already. And it is to increase the price on imported goods. See this already? It says a natural increase in the population. Them change up the figures this time around. Same process. Say take away death from birth. But they just change up the numbers. So you have to look out for that. Yes. Can't be just swatting, but you read to see what's up. And that would be 28 from 15 would be 13,000. The net migration figure for country X in 2020, and net migration, how you work that, is I take away E. So it's immigration take away emigration. All right. See it. Net migration is immigration, takeaway, emigration. So that would be 14,000, 8,000 takeaway from 14,000, and that would be 6,000. So that would be A. So make sure you know that. All right, 54. That's the highest authority of CARICOM community. What's the highest authority of the Caribbean community CARICOM? 54. Still 54 a lot, so we expect you guys to be coming in on that. 54 is B. 55. Which of the following organization is most likely to be the first to respond in disaster? And of course, we talked about that already for 55. Talk about that a lot, yes. 56. If a CARICOM country imposes restriction on CARICOM products, which of the following provision is being violated? And we see that a lot as well. 56, variation of trade. 57, which of the following actions may hinder integration? And we see that a lot as well. 57 is A, restrictions on intra-regional trade. Since you're at 60, let's do 60. 60, which of the following results is least likely from industrial development in the Caribbean? 60. Least likely, guys, 60. Least likely, least. Why are we saying A? You have to read, guys. It's least likely. Least. Let me go right there, chicken for night, Least likely. If you get industrial development, it's very unlikely that you have unemployment. So it's C. Let's pay attention, guys. Let's pay attention, not lose a plot. 59. 59. Which of the following policies is intended to promote trade among CARICOM members? Oh, it's blocked. My bad. Oh. $59. So which of the following policies is intended to promote trade among CARICOM? Removal of duty on regional goods. That's A. Removal of duties on regional goods and services. 58. Yes, I'll post it. It's going to be long though. It's going to be at least 3 hours. 58. D. Good job. All right. Let's move on. All right. Let's go. Oh, sorry. Let's bring this up some more. Okay. Number 1. Number 1. Which are following family types, cultural heritage. Yeah, we're going extended. Number 2, we see Maxine already. Unmarried mother and father union is common law. Susan is 26 years old. She is married, has two children and a well-paid job. Her husband died in a motor vehicle accident and she moved on afterwards. The situation changed from what to what. Number 3 is B, nuclear to extended. And of course, which of the following factors would have least influenced Susan? Let's say if you remember 4. Say if you remember 4. Last time nobody never remember 4, you know. So it's least. Least. I know least them always a beat to me, you know. See it there? So they are telling about father figure. No. Least. So it would be insufficient income to provide. See it there? So she says she has a well-paid job. So if she has a well-paid job, then she wouldn't need to move because of money. She would move because of father figure. The dad, her husband died, so the child wouldn't have a father figure. She would move for caring and love and affection. She wouldn't move for money because she already have money. Okay? Number 5. Which of the following action is least likely to be a concern of adolescents in the family? Least. Least. So adolescents would not be required to give any money. Okay? So it's A. 6. Oh, you're not seeing? So 6 is D. So increased number of working mothers make fathers accept more rearing responsibilities. So following is least likely to be important to a man and a woman who are planning a start of a family. Please to have lease for 7, lease. 7, social status would be lease. 8, unemployment and hard economic conditions have forced both parents in some Caribbean families to migrate, leaving an elder son or daughter to care for young brothers and sisters. Which of the following problem is not likely to affect the younger children of such family? What do we have for 8? 8, D. Yes, I'm seeing some D there. Lack of opportunity for peer interaction. 9, old people, we know that's geriatric already. So we move right along. 10, research show that young people are influenced to abuse illegal drugs mainly because of peer pressure. I know that already. Citizens of Garden Village are not satisfied with plans to locate the cemetery. So they form a group, that group 11. 11 is C, interest. Yes. Number 12, identify the order in which the ancestors of the Caribbean arrive. And we know that already. So we say first is the Amerindians, Then we have our Europeans, and then we have the Africans, and then we have the East Indians last. So 12. 12 would be A. Why are we saying 12B? Africans don't come last. Is the East Indians come last? They came after indentureship and slavery and all of that. So it would be A. Which I follow is a characteristic of a strong leader. 13. Strong leader, 13 guys. Let's go on, man. I'm waiting on you to give your answers, but boy, I'm slow. I'm just giving me like the letters. And remember that some people are delaying us, so I don't know which letter if you just send me the source of letter. Anyway, willingness to make decision. 14. Samuel broke one of the school rules. So the teacher gave him 250 lines to write. The action of the teacher is an example of sanctions. Right? 15. Which of the following may be classified as an institution? Let's see what 15 is. I'm tired too, but we are trying to go through as much paper to get to only one. I get to only 60 out of 60. You need to at least go through at least a certain amount of paper. So 15 is all of them. Good job. Definitely. 16. Which of the following strategies is a political party likely to use to reach a large number of persons in the shortest possible time? And that is electronic media. That's C. 17. A political campaign is a method used by parties to encourage people to vote. In a constitutional monarchy, the political leader of the victorious party becomes, all right, let's see answer 18. Constitutional monarchy, 18. All right, good. Prime Minister. Adolescents are most likely to influence each other in a positive way when they become involved in guidance and counseling activities. 20. Which of the following is not normally dealt with by family courts in the Caribbean? That's probates of will. 21. Which of the following is not a role of trade union? Not a role. So reporting negligent workers to the management. Which of the following countries is the proportional representation used? That's Guyana. In the English-speaking Caribbean, the first court which hears criminal offense is the, let's see for 23 what you have. 23. So what you have for 23? Okay, the magistrate's court. 24. Which of the following are non-tax sources of revenue of the government? Non-tax. Let's see what you have for that. 24. 24. Okay. Okay, good. 24 is D. Grants from donor agency won't be taxed. 25. The Caribbean countries where the Queen of England is the head of state. But no, it's not the Queen, it's the King, you see, because the Queen has passed on. Would be what? Head of the state. That's like Jamaica. 25. C. Good job. Constitutional monarchy. 26. One main duty of the Speaker of the House is to regulate the House debates. In CARICOM countries, citizens have the right to vote. This is called what? This is called the universal adult suffrage. 28. Which of the following are items of expenditure for government? Let's see answer 28 for me. Let's see what you put for 28. Of the government. 28. What you have for 28? A. Good job. 29. Lack of sufficient resources to support the demands of a nation population is referred to as overpopulation. Which of the following are not included in the written constitution of a country? That's method of how you tax. 31. A country's rate of natural population increase will be greater when let's see what you have for 31. Look at a fresh question. 31. Good. Birth rate is higher than the death rate. Move to 32. Infant mortality refers to the death of children under 1 years old. 33. Which of the following best describe a census? That's the counting of population of a country, blah, blah, blah. 34. Which of the following is least likely to be affected by overpopulation? All right, let's see answer 34. See answer 34, 34, 34, 34. What you guys have for 34? Least likely to be affected by overpopulation. Religious activity, guys. No matter how overpopulated you are, it won't affect the God you praise. It will affect land, it will affect access to education, social services, all of those things. All right, from the data in the graph, it can be concluded that, so we look at the graph and we check, and we say female birth rate reaches highest level in the mid 70s, 1700s, yeah. So 75 35 will be C. 36, the term labor force is best defined as all the persons who are employed and unemployed and qualified to work. Which of the following best explain why birth rate have been falling in some Caribbean countries? And we can say family planning is now encouraged in several countries. 38, the concept of push and pull is the migration of people. The statistical data provided by a population census help the government to do what? Let's see answer 39 for me. Let's see answer 39. 39, 39. All right, good job, D. To plan its developmental programs. 40 says, which of the following are important for the development of a nation human resources? Let's see, answer that one. That one looks a bit new for 40. Zoom in some more. That's the best I can do. Yeah, man. We can catch where missing in the morning. 40. He said, which are following are important for the development of a nation human resources. You need a healthy environment, high rate of unemployment, and that. So no, you don't need a high rate of unemployment. So that would be B. All right, 41. Healthy individuals are beneficial to a country's development because they are more likely to be productive and effective workers. Uh, 42 says, an example of intra regional migration is the movement of people from, and we said that already, inside the Caribbean, so that's Trinidad and Tobago to St. Lucia, which are following actions may be taken by an employer against workers during an industrial dispute. I would say that is lockout. 44, which of the following is not a reason for a government to develop human resource potential of a country? Let's see what they put for 44. right, yes. So 44, supplement of labor force and foreign countries, good. 45, which are the following is the most appropriate order of task for a job seeker. And of course, you know that is collect the information, assess the qualification, and write the application letter. We see this chart one heap of time, which is true. The mining sector earns more than the manufacturing sector. That would be C. 47. Is it true to say that marine life in the Caribbean is a renewable resource? Which are the following CARICOM groups is made up of prime minister, executive presidents, and all of that. Let's see what you have for 48. 48. Let's see what you have for 48. C. Good. Heads of government conference. 49. Natural increase. So again, they change the number, but the same principle apply. Take away death from birth, and you get take away death from birth, and you get 18,000. 50. Which of the following factors hinder cooperation among CARICOM states? And what stops cooperation among CARICOM states is that, see what you have for 50. Indeed, everybody have fight for investments, foreign investments. So therefore that is correct. 51, which of the following are ways in which people have caused soil erosion in the Caribbean? This one is easy. So crop rotation actually helps. So therefore it can't be crop rotation. So it is A. 52, between 1958 and 1962, they developed the West Indies Federation. So that would be A. 53, which are the following is a renewable resource in the Caribbean. And we know that renewable resource would be what here? Let's see what you have for 53. Yes, wood is correct. 54. Individual countries in the region are too small to make their presence felt on the world stage. Implied in the statement is needed for individual countries to do what? And we know this already. C. Harmonizing our policies. Moving on to 55, which of the following is least likely to result from industrial development? And again, least likely. Least likely. 55. Let's see if you get that least likely. Let's see if it trick you. Alright, it's not the trick smarty, you know, see there? All the while least likely trick smarty. Least likely, if you have development of buildings and factories, you're going to lessen unemployment. So it can't be B. B is likely to happen. If you have more industries, you will have high standard of living. So you will least have increase in unemployment. Let's understand that, guys. Let's not let that catch us. Okay? So let's read and get it correct. All right? 56. Which of the following is the main reason for the trade conflicts which sometimes arise among CARICOM countries? And of course, this is straightforward. Let's see what you have for 56. 56. 56 is D. Good job. Yes, a competition for the market. Indeed. 58 CARICOM countries need to pool their resources, need to pool their skilled human resources. The most likely result of such action would be to speed up the rate of brain drain. So it would be reduction in the need of foreign experts. That would be B. If a CARICOM country imposes restriction on CARICOM products, which are following provision of CARICOM were violated, and that would be the liberation of trade, in which, in relation to CARICOM, the University of the West Indies and the University of Guyana are known as. Let's see for 59 what you have there. That's a new question. Let's see what you have for 59. That's a newish question, so I want to see what you have for that. A multilateral institution. It couldn't be a multilateral institution, guys. It is an associate institution. A. Why? Because the University of the West Indies, University of Guyana are recognized by CARICOM as associate institution because they support the community's education and development goals. So all of them, that is not a multilateral. It's an associate institution. Okay? Do we understand that? Let me know if you understand that. A multilateral institution. I mean, okay. All right. So we move along to economic integration as a part of CARICOM's main objectives aims to primarily whatever for 60. This is 2020. I don't remember. What is this? 2022? I think of 2022. 60 is C. Accelerate development in CARICOM countries. All right, let's see. Let's see. Retired? I call it a night? Are we still active? Are we tired or are we active? GG for active, S for sleep. All right. All right. So let's go again. Should be easy. Let's see which one is this. Okay, so this is 2021. Let's go. Say what relation is Morris to Green? So Morris to Green. Where is Green? So Morris to Green. Where's it? 10 more? That's crazy. Hold on, guys. Let me get some water. All right, ready. So Maester Green are cousins, right? Our relation is Trevor Green to Peter Brown. So Trevor Green to Peter Brown. Are you seeing? Oh, but these have the answers already. Does it? Yeah, this already have the answers, guys. So we can skip past that. Didn't see that have that had the answers already. This is the last one we're gonna do. That one have the answers already, so we can skip that. All right, this is the last one. But you can check that if it's correct or not. All right, ready. The term kinship implies what? Kinship. A fresh question. So kinship is blood related. That's what kinship is, guys. Blood related. The term polyandry is used to describe a situation in which what? What is polyandry? Poly. Poly. So poly is when a woman has more than one husband at the same time. This is 2020 at the same time. 3. The family produce children to maintain population levels. Which function of the family does the statement refer to? Yeah, this one look fresh. Like they go test the mind. Let's see who asleep and who not asleep. Good. C. Procreation. Good. 4. The process by which a child learns acceptable behavior is known as what? Fundamental stuff. Let's go, guys. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. Socialization. Good job. Yes, nothing can bore you tonight, guys. Let's go. Which of the following will most likely lead to an unstable family life? So which one of these are lead to an unstable family life? Let's go. 5. Let's put the number beside the letter, guys, so I can know what. Sometimes it delays and I can't know what's up. And I want to see if you're understanding. All right, 5 is A. Lack of respect among members and one parent involved. Yes. 6. Monogamy is the accepted form of union in the Caribbean mainly because 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. 6. Yes, the region have been influenced by Christian beliefs. During the harvest, the whole family takes part in reaping the crops. This statement refers to the family as an 7. Let's go. It's really a test knowledge, guys. Then drop a paper like this tomorrow. Are you ready? Are you ready? Economic unit. Which of the following is the main reason why women today are employed in areas previously dominated by men? Let's go. Let's go. 8. Good job. Women have greater access to education opportunities and training. Which of the following is likely consequence of drug abuse? Let's go for 9. 9, 9, 9. Yes, 9 is antisocial behavior. 10. Which of the following accounts for the high incidence of street children in the Caribbean? Yes, guys, let's go. Then drop a paper like this. You are ready? So Brian has a share ready. Shaquille, like him ready. Let's go. Garway, ready? Come on, let's go. Parental abandonment, good. 11. Which of the following is the least likely effect of drug abuse by one or both parents and family life? Let's go. 11. I do we have for 11? So we have B. All right. Yes, we can take B. 12. Which of the following types of household in the Caribbean is most closely associated with ancestors from East India? 12. Extended good. 13. The custom of parents selecting future husband and wives for their children is most closely associated with our ancestors from. Oh, that's easy. All of what you could show them know that guy already. I'm in Africa. It's India. India choose their wife before you're born, you know who you're gonna marry. You can't grow up and like nobody. And say, you know, me like that girl there. I know me like that youth there. Can't do that. Your wife and husband done set for you already. 14. Society is best described as a group of. So we're saying C for 14. Yes, indeed. A subculture usually refers to a group within a wider culture with its distinct what? 15. Let's go. No, man. Lifestyle. Yes. 16. Which of the following characteristics will ensure the survival of a group? Yeah, man. Love to see the likes going. Yeah, man. Let's send up some likes. 16 is D. Good job. Which of the following is an example of informal gathering? All right. Peer group. Yes. Individuals usually feel compelled to obey rules of the group to which they belong because what? 18. Accepting the rules is part of human behavior. Sure. Sure, with Brianna. C. Groups use sanction against members who disobey. Accepting a rule is not a part of human behavior. Humans do opposite of the rules. Majority of the time. Alright, 19. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Final paper of the night. Let's go. 19. Democratic leader. 19. What does a democratic leader do? Democratic? What's going on, guys? We're stuck on that. It's B. A democratic leader direct, suggest, and motivate. A democratic leader don't dominate. That's an autocratic leader. Right? And a democratic leader don't dictate. That's autocratic. So a democratic leader direct, suggest, and motivate. 20. Which of the following represents the strongest form of social control within a group? Let's go. 20. Come, guys. 20 before the sleep starts smack me too. 20. Let's go. Where is 28? Nobody for 20? Just following represents the strongest form of social control within a group. Traditions, no? Social control within a group. Social control. Social. D. Laws are the strongest form of social control in a group. Laws. Laws that define and recommend punishment are the strongest. So that's D. 21. Which of the following institution imparts moral values and ideas to citizens? Yeah, man, you go to school. School does that. School. Which of the following is not a function of a religious institution? Pretty simple. A for 22. Punishing individuals for breaking the law. Church doesn't do that. 23. Which of the following factors is not likely to influence the outcome of general elections in a country? And not likely. Not. 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 Not likely. Yes. 23 is C. Yes. 24. Which of the following is an important function of the legislative branch of a government that follows the Westminster model. 24. 24. Right? 24. So making and interpreting law, Westminster model. What are we saying for 24? We're saying C. Say one person with C, one person with B. So the Westminster system powers the powers of the government are divided among three branches, right? So the legislator makes the law, the executive enforces the law, and the judiciary interprets the law. So the legislative branch is responsible for making the laws only, but not enforcing them. So making the laws, but not enforcing them. So that would be C. Because interpret them, who interpret them? The judiciary. Let me read that again. Which are following is an important function of the legislative branch of government that follows. So making and interpreting the law. No, couldn't be C. It would be D. Because it doesn't interpret them either. They only make the laws only. So it's D. Okay. Yeah, man, I see it, man. I just reread it to see what's up. All right, 25. Mr. Grant is an elected member of parliament. His role in the parliament is that of regulating debates and guiding other members on matters of procedure. This information suggests that Mr. Grant is the. We see this now another. Are you confused about what are you confused about? Are you confused about this? You confused about 24? So let me just clear that up. So 24, it says the legislative branch of government that follows which model? The Westminster model. So the legislative branch is just responsible for making the laws, right? While the judiciary is responsible for interpreting the law. That's the courts, right? And then um, the executive enforces the law, right? So what represents the legislative branch is that they make the law, but they do not interpret it because for it's the job of the judiciary to interpret, and it's the job of the executive to enforce. So I hope that clears up 24. 25, they ask you that in a different way to Speaker of the House. Speaker of the House regulates debate and thing. Okay. So I hope we understand 24. 26. Which of the following is a characteristics of good governance? I got A at 25. Oh no, Speaker of the House, yes. What about for 26? C. Independence of the judiciary. All the others are poor governance, autocratic leadership, B is inefficiency, and D is corruption. So it has to be C. You don't know what means. Let's go. What you don't know what mean. 27. Which of the following institutions is responsible for ensuring that the rights of children in the Caribbean are protected? This is from 2020 to 2025. The court. The rights of the children are protected. The court. 28. Which document? The document which outlines the framework in which laws are made and prescribe the relationship between the people and the state is what? $28. Or for 28. Remember to put the number beside the number and the letter. The number and the letter. Yes, thank you for that, user. I know. 28 is the Constitution. The Constitution makes the laws. That's it, man. Constitution is a framework. Laws, Constitution is the law. So that's D. 29. National sovereignty refers to what? 29. And there is 29 it. Remember, for those who are here, the chat is here for the information afterwards if you want to go through what we did already. By the 29, 29 rough. National sovereignty means that within a country, there is an independent nation. So, like you have Jamaica, and then within Jamaica, you have Goat Island. Well, but the island, the I don't Goat Island. I don't remember the island name, but within Jamaica, there is a part of Jamaica where the Maroon them own, where them considered to be separate from Jamaica. So it's within Jamaica, but they have a different leader. Right? The manifesto question is that they changed the thing of it, guys. You can't just be swatting. You can't just be swatting, guys. You have to read. It says which documents outline the framework in which laws are made. Laws. What is manifesto? Laws are made. Laws. Manifesto is a document published by the political party outlining what the party promise. Manifesto is if the party say, all right, then, if you vote for me, I'm going to give you free dinner and I'm going to fix the roads. I'm going to give you more money. That's what a manifesto is. A manifesto is not anything we have to do with the law. A manifesto is something that has to do with what the party promised you. So when there's an election, wherever the party promise, they put it in what is called a manifesto. Right? A constitution is the framework for laws. So you can't just be swatting, guys. You have to read. So the CXC know that you do it, CXC know that you do the swatting. So what they do is put the same options and change the question. And if you're swatting, then you're just going to say, oh, me see one question I look like manifest, I'm gonna just circle it. It's don't work like that. You have to read the questions. Read the questions to see if it match the answer. So find out what manifesto is, right? So manifesto and law is two different things. All right. So sovereignty is an independent nation within a nation, right? So for example, I don't know if you know, Barcelona is in Spain, but Barcelona has its own prime minister. So it's like you are in Jamaica, but you're not Father Andrew Holness. You do your own thing, but you are located in Jamaica. So it's an independent and self-governing nation within a nation. 30. Which of the following persons is the leader of the executive arm? Which of the following person is the leader of the executive arm in a democratically elected government in most Caribbean countries? What is swatting? Swatting is seeing an answer and just don't understand it, but just know say if you see it as so you go. Yes, questions repeat, but sometimes they don't repeat in the same way. You have to understand what the question is saying. So questions do repeat, but you can't just a circle without reading, because sometimes they will take out the least from it, and then you don't realize that them take out least from it and now the answer totally change. Because some questions they will take out least, and then some questions they'll add not in it. They'll just add one letter to it, which change the whole question. So you can't just go in it and just a swat without reading to say, all right, then this is what the question is asking me to do. But what some of you guys are doing is that you see the question and it looks similar to another question, you just circle it. And you don't take the time to see that one letter is missing from it. So you have to do that if you want to master for all, even if doing CAPE or um, degree or tertiary education. So 30C, the Prime Minister. The head of the executive arm is the Prime Minister. All right, 31. Which of the following refers? Which of the following refers to the life expectancy? Life expectancy is D. S. Average length of life of persons in the population. 32. Which of the following pose the greatest risk to the forest resources in the Caribbean? And of course, this is pretty simple. Yes, Johnson, that is exactly. Your teacher is spot on right there. You have to read. When you're going to the exam, you have to read and pretend like you never see it before. Read it like it's fresh. You have 1 hour and 30 minutes to do so. You don't need to be saying, oh, when I'm come out the exam in 15 minutes, sir, I'm coming the exam in 5 minutes. That's not a brag. You take the full minutes and go. All right. So which is the greatest risk to forests? Definitely humans. Humans are constant danger to forests. So it's A. 33. Which of the following terms describes the situation in which a country does not have adequate resources to meet the needs of its people? Oh, finally see something where you say, oh, it's been a while. Overpopulation. Alright. 34. The movement of people from one area to another area in the same country is referred to as in the same country. 34. C. Good job. 35. Which of the following is not a likely cause of high infant mortality rate? Not. And let's pay attention to the not. B. Very good. Concept of push and pull. See that somewhere before. 36. Yes, A. Which of the following is true of marine life? Seeing some similar stuff. Start to see some similar stuff now. 37. B. 38. What is the population density of a country which has a population of 1.2 million and an area of 20,000 kilometers square? So we need calculator for 38. No. So we just cancel the zeros. So it's 3, 4 zeros. Cancel those zeros. 4 zeros. 4 zeros. Left with 122 divided by 120, 60. Yes. 39. Which of the following situations is likely to discourage migration? Indeed, never study the letters, but always study the answer and understand why the answer is the answer. Very important to understand why this answer is the answer. Not just about just swatting. All right, 39, which are the following situations like to discourage migration. So if you have well-paid jobs, you won't want to go anywhere. So that is A. Can't be C because it's a country of destination. That's a country where you plan to go. Okay? These questions are new. So please don't rush me. If I'm moving slow, then push. 41 and 42. Based on the pie chart, this country can be described as calculators in the exam. No, I don't think paper one is for calculator. Paper one is for your brain. That's why I show you how to work that question. So 40, it's multiracial. Simple and easy. 41, citizens living in this country are not likely to experience what? D, good. Limited cultural diversity. 42, which of the following could account for a rapid population increase of a country? Or 2B. High immigration. Yeah. Which of the following is are likely to increase in the urban areas as a result of large scale rural to urban migration? 43. Or is 42 not D? So which of the following could account for a rapid population increase? High immigration and high fertilization fertility. It's kind of D. For 42, it says high immigration, high living standards. Oh, high living standards. High living standards means that things expensive. High immigration and high fertility mean that women can have kids and procreate. So it can't be D, it's B. For 43, our answer is all of them. Unemployment, let's look and see. Let's look and see 43. Which of the following are likely to increase urban areas as a result of large scale rural to urban migration? So, unemployment, demand of urban housing, and the price for land. Yeah, we're all tired, but we're just pushing through. Eh? How much question left? 17? We must can do that. So, 43. Uh, it's 43 is not all of them. 43 would be one of A. A. So unemployment would cause people to move from country to town. Demand for houses will make people move, but agricultural land, there's not a lot of agricultural land in urban areas. So it will be one and two. A. 44, based on the following conversation. Pam, have all kind of qualification and cannot find a job. I fed up, time to leave the country. Kim, girl, where you going? Out there ain't no better. Hold some strain, nah? Pam, and how hold some strain? What kind of language is that? I which country that? Which country that? Who use them language there? Pam, and how you expect me to find house, car, clothes, food, and make up me my out? I don't know who wrote that, but that language is sus. Anyway, 44. Which of the following factors could have contributed to Pam desire to want to leave the country? You know, what kind of talk is that? 44. What make Pam want left? Yeah, Pam now no work. So Pam is unemployed. Which of the following methods of fishing is most damaging to the ecosystem? We know fishing thing, we know them thing, eh? Well, that's common sense still. Yeah, using dynamite, can you blow up everything? Is most damaging using line and rod damaging? That's a regular way to do it. Dynamite is damaging. The statistical data provided by a population census help the government of a country to do what? And we would have seen this already for 46. Plan its developmental programs. Which of the following consequences result from mining of natural resources such as gold and bauxite? So if you mine, what are you doing? For 47. Come on, guys. 13 questions to go. We can do it. We can do it. we can do it. The 47 is B, getting rid of the forests. That's deforestation. All right. So I have some statistics here. Which occupational group has had a steady decline in the number of immigrants over the period of 2009 to 2012? 2012. 12 questions to go, guys. We can get there. Decline in the number of immigrants over the period of 2009 to 2012. Decline. Okay. Oh, you guys decline, We said decline. What does decline mean? We keep on getting lower and lower. So it's A. So it's 743, then it gets lower, then it gets lower, then it gets lower. So this is 848, 181, then it get lower, and then it get higher. So that can't be it. This get lower and then higher. So this is a steady one, A. It keep on getting lower, steady decline over a period of time. Yeah? All right. Which of the following are ways by which people have caused soil erosion in the Caribbean? And we see this already. Crop rotation helps it. So it would be A. All right. This question now, let me see what you have for this 50. You know that they change it, but it still makes sense. For 50, it was immigration, and now they put migration, but it's the same thing. You can take B for 50. Just 9 more questions left, guys. You can do it. Number of males too young to be included. And for those who aren't here, let's see. Joiner or just joining. Of course, you would have to take it below here because they are too young. So it would be here for males. And it would be 7, 8, 5, and 2. It's not quite 2, it's 2.5, but we just use 2. I'll add up all of these numbers, we get 22. I remember I said 100, so it's 2200. So the closest number would be C. All right, 22, 250. Oh, I think that's it. I think it cut off the rest of questions, but we can do the 9 in another paper. Let's do the last one in this paper to make up for that cutoff. Let's do here and we cut off. I'll make up for this cutoff. Alright, so for this one, so I'm not shortchanging you. I'm giving you your questions, probably even more. So for 49, refer to the following diagram which shows population pyramid of country X. Which of the following feature of country X may be gathered from the diagram above? So there's still 10 questions after this. Do you want me to zoom up some more? Alright, let's zoom up some more. 49. What do you have for 49? Forty-nine is B. Indeed. 50. The age range that makes up the largest group in X. Saw this already, guys. Saw this somewhere already. 50. Oh. Largest age range. Okay. See it yet? 50. 50 is B because 39 39 is the largest, as you can see. Largest, larger than everybody else. Okay. 51 between 1958 and 1962. So this question already. So let's go quick and fast. Just refreshing the mind there. Yeah. A. Um, Moving to this one. Which of the following CARICOM group is made up of the Prime Minister, Executive President, and Chief Ministers? And that is C. Which of the following is the most important aim of the trading arrangements within CARICOM? So, seeing what we see already, guys, easy. Like we're already and jumping on those. Disaster. We know that's D. Which of the following action may hinder CARICOM? That's restriction and intra-regional trades. Which of the following is likely to be a potential benefit of CARICOM? Okay, let's see for 56 what you have there. Shaquille, right, read the question properly. It says extra regional goods. Extra regional goods. So it couldn't be A because CARICOM is within the Caribbean. Yeah? So it would be B within the regions. That CARICOM they have no say in extra regional countries. 57. Which of the following factors is intended to promote trade among CARICOM member states? And of course, that is the removal of duties on regional service, goods and service. 58, coming to an end, guys. Which of the following is the least likely to result from industrial development in the Caribbean? And again, least, increase in development, increase in unemployment, sorry. I said least, guys, least. I was saying A. This is a repeat question, guys. Come on. C. Least likely. So if you have factories developing, you would expect to have more export. You would expect to have better standard of living. If factories are being developed, you wouldn't expect to be not employed, or you're gonna see an increase of unemployment. So let's see. Let's read properly, guys. Let's read properly, okay? This catching all the while. This is on every paper. This question is almost on every paper. So you can't make that catch you, guys. Sorry. Yes, 59 refers to the following statement. CARICOM needs to pool their countries, We see that a lot of times, and that would be B. 60. And the final question for tonight's live, this morning live, which of the following does the Caribbean Court of Justice perform for all its members? and that would be C. All right, thank you guys for joining in. I hope this session helped you guys to get ready for your exam tomorrow. Join the group, you get the resources. Link is in the chat. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for a review of the paper. Thank you guys for coming on. And I will see you next time. All right, thank you all for coming in. Get some sleep, get some rest, and then take on that paper tomorrow, okay? All right, guys. Good night, everyone, and sleep well. Remember to join the link, join the group for the resources, okay?